Today's workout is a core, no equipment necessary workout. So we're going to get started. Every exercise is going to be 60 seconds in duration. So you're going to come onto your back, resting the head. We're going to do a little posterior tilt of the pelvis. So just drawing the top of your hips towards your rib cage. Just gently resting the back, lower back on the mat. So we're imprinting, right? And then on your inhale, release. And we'll do 3 more of those. So exhaling, imprinting the lower back, inhaling, releasing that imprint. 2 more. And then coming into this neutral spine, taking your heels wider than your hips, bringing the inside of the knees to connect, and then we're going to windshield wiper the legs back and forth. So the shoulders stay connected, right? So you can always tee the arms up, palm up. Just starting to open up the front of the hip. Right, you can move with me or move at your own speed. So we'll do 4 more, 3 more, 2, and 1. Right, come on back. 1 foot comes off the mat, 1 at a time. Palms of the hands on top of the knees, and we're just going to do 4 knee circles in one direction. And go the other way. And then we roll over to our right side to come up to a tabletop. Wrists under the shoulders. And with all our exercises, you want to make sure you're connecting the heel of the hand, the knuckles, and the fingertips, not just dumping all the weight into the heel of the hand. So we're going to get a little bigger in our extension and flexion of the spine. All right, so on the exhale, tuck the tailbone, work up your spine. When you get up to the shoulder blades, we spread them away from the spine and maybe tuck the chin. And then on your inhale, we start to drop the belly towards the mat into an anterior tilt. Gaze stays down, or if the neck allows you to look forward. And we do 3 more. And we'll meet in that neutral spine, in that tabletop. We'll sink the hips towards the heels, walking your hands over to the left side of your mat, connecting your forehead to the mat, or if you need a pillow, you can put a pillow under your forehead. And then we come back to center. And just take a rounded breath. Inhale, exhale. And then exhale, on that exhale, we take the hands over to the right side. On your next exhale, come back. We inhale to tabletop. Connect the right hand. And then inhale and take the left arm up. And then your exhale, we bring that left hand down. The inhale, the right hand goes up, right? So it doesn't matter how high it is, right? We're just warming up our spine, our shoulders. We'll do 1 more round after this. And then we're going to get started with our core work. So from here, we're in our tabletop. Extend the right leg. Connect the ball of the foot. Tuck your tailbone. Right? So we tuck the tailbone. That engages the front of the core. And then you'll feel that squeeze in your right butt cheek and your glutes. We lift just the toes come off the mat, a couple inches. And then the left arm reaches forward. Right, so we're here for 45 seconds. So your gaze is down. right? And then we come into our breath. So exhaling, drawing the belly button up towards the spine. The inhale, you let that go. Right? If you get wobbly or you need a break, you can always bring the toes back to the mat. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We bring it down, we set up for the other side. We extend the left leg, tuck that tailbone, turn the core on, reach the right arm up, and then you lift your left toes. Same thing. So this arm is nice and strong, and if you're a person that hyperextends and that your elbow is pointing towards the front of the mat instead of in line with your thumb, you can soften your elbows a little bit, which means you just bend them slightly. So keep that breath going. We have 10 seconds on the clock. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Let's grab a child's pose. We're going to come onto our backs. We're going to go right into our scissors. Right, so your lower back is imprinted. Right, the arms come up. Wrists and elbows over the shoulders, legs are extended, knees can be slightly bent. We're doing the same side. So we lower the right arm and the right leg. You exhale, bring it back to the start. Inhale, left side. And we alternate. So the lower back has to stay on your mat. Right? So you'll notice my heel doesn't touch the floor. Right? That's as low as I can go, keeping my lower back imprinted. And if extending the legs gets to be too much, you can bend the knee and bring the heel down, right? Right, match your movement to your breath. We extend on the inhale. We bring everything back to the start on the exhale, right? Thinking about on that exhale, pulling the belly button to the spine. Team, you got 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We roll over to the right side. We're going to come right into this bear crawl. Right? So we connect the whole hand. Knees are under your hips. Tuck your toes. We're going to come onto the balls of your feet. Tuck your tailbone. Spread your shoulder blades. And find your position. Right? So your elbow, the eye of your elbow crease is in line with your thumb. Right? If you're feeling this in the front of your legs and your quadriceps, adjust your stance a little bit. Right? So we're spreading those shoulder blades. The knees are hovering. Our head is neutral, so we're looking right down at the mat. Pull that belly button to spine on the exhale. You're already halfway there. We have 15 seconds. And you know, if you fatigue, you can come down and do an alternating bird dog, right? That's always an option. You've got 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. We're going to go back onto our backs, and we're going to do a dead bug. Right? So the head can be off the mat. If you want to do a C-spine, your gaze is between your thighs, right? Or you can rest the head, whatever works for you. Knees are over the hips. Opposite sides, that left leg extends, the right arm reaches back. Your exhale, we bring it all back together. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Exhale, bring it all together. So this is like it's like a bird dog on your back. right? So we're not racing through our exercise with the core work, right? It's mindful, it's on the breath. We have 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest the head if it was elevated, right? Hands come to the shins or the hamstrings, and just do a little no nod. One more time to each side, right? We're going to come on up, and we're going to do a bear crawl with a rotation, right? So we're going to come into, I'm going to cue it really slow for the first 2. So we come into the bear crawl. We're going to rotate to our left so that left foot connects with the mat. The right arm is nice and strong. Left hand comes off. Your left hand connects with your right knee. Then we come back to our bear crawl and shift to the other side. So we're twisting to the right, right foot connects, right hand comes off the mat and connects with your left knee. All right? We've got 45 seconds on the clock, and let's go. Connect that left foot, left hand goes to the right knee, you come back to your bear crawl. Right foot connects, right hand to the left knee. And then if we're adding breath here, right? Find that exhale as you connect the hand to the knee. Working on your obliques. So I inhale as I come to my bear crawl. Exhale as I connect. Whoops. We got 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. So come on down. We're going to lay on our bellies. Right. Extend your arms. We tuck the chin, right? So you have your thumbs are up, your pinky fingers are resting. Tops of the feet are connecting, and you're not lifting the chest, right? You're lifting your thumbs up and then bringing it back down. You're gently pressing into the tops of your feet, right? So this it doesn't look like it's that challenging. And the first couple are pretty easy, and then it gets harder. So we're working on the lower traps, the lower trap muscle. You're getting a little glute work. It's called the Y lift. You can also go to the wall and do this. If laying on your stomach isn't comfortable for whatever reason, just rest your pinky fingers on the wall and take the thumbs behind you. We're 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and let's hold it up there. So keep breathing, gently pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, chin is tucked. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, child's pose. We're going to come back to this tabletop and walk out and find a plank, right? So your shoulders are just over the wrists. We're on the tops of our feet. I really like to take my feet together, but if you need a wider base is going to help you if planking is new to you or a challenge, right? So bringing the feet together is a little bit more challenging. We tuck the tailbone, same principle. Tuck the tailbone, spread the shoulders, and squeeze your glutes. Gaze is down. Right, so you do have to engage your breath here, right? And don't let the head fall. We're going to keep that gaze Right down on the mat, keeping the neck really neutral. Keep the neck safe. You've got 15 more seconds. We're almost there. Hold on. Keep breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then on your exhale, let's press back to a down dog. Right, take the feet wide if they're not already there. Get a nice little, you can bend the knees, get a nice little stretch. And then from here, we're going to stay in our down dog. You're going to inhale, take that right leg up. And then on your exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone, draw the shoulders over the wrists, and bring the knee in. And then the inhale, we come to a three-legged dog. The exhale, shoulders over wrists, knee in. 2 more. We'll meet in that three-legged dog. On your exhale, that right foot comes to the mat. The inhale, the left leg comes up. 4 on this side, right? So you have to find that little tuck the tailbone, that little C-spine. Draw the knee in. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, spread the shoulders. 2 more. We'll meet in that down dog, three-legged dog rather. On your next exhale, that left foot comes down. We soften the knees. We can grab a child's pose. And then we're going to come onto our backs. We're going to get off the joints for a minute and do a little glute lift. So we come into that imprint of our lower back, right? That's going to recruit more glutes if you do the interior tilts and then coming up, yeah, you're going to get some glute work. But if you imprint and then drive through the feet, it's much more. You get more glute recruitment. Palms are up, head is rested. Imprint the lower back. We're going to lift it up. And then exhale, roll it down. So I have to imprint, I have to reset it every time. Right, so I exhale, imprint, inhale, drive through the feet, and we're making a plank with the knees, hips, and shoulders, not a back bend, right? Roll it back down. So if we add breath, exhale, imprint, inhale, drive through your feet, lift the hips up, squeeze the glutes. The exhale, we come down. We pause for the inhale. Exhale, imprint, inhale, we find this half bridge. Exhale, roll it down. 2 more. Pause for the inhale. Exhale, imprint. Inhale. Come on up, squeeze those glutes. Exhale, roll it down. Last one. Pause for the inhale. Exhale, imprint. This time we're going to hold it up there. Trying to keep the hips level. Palms are up if the arms are resting. You're going to exhale that knee over the hip. You're going to feel this in the right butt cheek and your glutes. That left foot comes down on the inhale. Exhale, right knee over the hip. Inhale, bring that right foot down. So we're just going to alternate between the two. So remember your breath. That's your exhale, right? Your diaphragm gets out of the way. So when we exhale, I can pull my belly button in. So I'm getting the glute work, but I'm also getting core work in the front. So it's a win-win. We have 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to roll down the hips, down to the mat. 1 foot at a time comes off the mat, right? So your feet, I'm going to do a little bicycle. So the hands come, so this isn't this, right? That's Jane Fonda. We're going to get rid of that. All right, so when you extend, knees are over the hips, lower back's imprinted. When you extend your right leg, that right shoulder, not the elbow, right shoulder goes towards the right knee. That's your exhale. And then bring it back in, and we go to the other side. So it's nice and slow, and it's really a challenge because we were doing elbow to knee for 30 years, right? We're supporting our head with our fingertips. I like to keep my foot neutral. You can point, some people like to point their toes, but I like to just keep my foot neutral. It's up to you. All right, team, we are on the 10-second mark. Four, three, two, and one. Rest the head. Draw the knees in. We'll rock it side to side over that hip. Hip to hip over the spine, rather. One more time to each side. Bring it back. We're going to take 1 foot at a time back to the mat. Take your feet wide. We're in a neutral spine, so the lower back is not imprinted. We take the inside of the knees to touch, palms up, and find your windshield wiping. One more to each side. Come back to the knees pointing towards the ceiling, the feet come off the ground. We're going to roll over. So you're going to come onto your stomachs. So we lower down. And we're going to take the elbows under your shoulders. So the palms and the forearms are on the mat. Tops of the feet are connected. Hips stay on the ground. All right, so as you inhale and you press into your hands and your forearms, gaze goes forward. So it's an extension of the spine, which is a back bend, but it also stretches your interior core, which is also really nice. We have 3 more rounds of breath. On your third exhale, you can release the arms and the hands, bring the fingertips by the shoulder blades. We'll come up to a tabletop. Take the knees apart, big toes to touch as you sink back into your final child's pose. You're going to walk your hands over to your right, and you can shift that left hip over the left heel, rest the head. On your next exhale, we bring everything back to center, arms out front, reconnect the forehead. And then on your next exhale, we take the arms over to the left. Next exhale, we come back to child's pose. And you can come on up. And you're all done. Thank you so much.